Hello students, myself Dr. Rishi Kumar Singh, Department of Bioscience, IMS, UC Campus, Ghaziabad. So, today we will talk about polarography. Polarography is an electroanalytical technique. So, let's dive into a powerful electroanalytical technique called polarography. This method allows scientists to analyze solution containing uh, reducible or oxidizable substances with high precision. Okay, so let's start. This the first electrode analytical technique, polarography, is based on the measurement of the diffusion control current flowing in an electrolytic cell in which the working electrode is dropping mercury electrode. So why we are using mercury electrode? Because mercury, as you know, mercury is a liquid metal. Being a metal, it's a good conductor of electron or electricity, and being a liquid, you can play with its shapes. So you can renew the surface as many as time you require. So that's why we use mercury in the experiment. In this technique, the current is here. Look, the current is directly proportional to the concentration of electroactive species. So it's a well-known fact, and the potential of reduction is characteristic of the species. So if the ionic species is more present in this in the electrolytic solution, the produced current will be stronger. If the species is less amount in number is present, so same way the current will be lower strength will generate. So this is the basic fundamental phenomena behind this technique. So let's start. In the earlier state, first time the polarography was created by Jaroslav Heruskay in February 10th, 1922. And after 40 years of this work, he received Nobel Prize in 1959. So this is the arrangement of a polarography instrument. There are two electrodes work simultaneously. This is the electrochemical cell in which electrolyte solution filled with your desired sample, and beneath this is a broad mercury pool working as an anode, or a reservoir connected with a capillary tube filled with mercury at the drop at distal end. It works as a cathode. So if any metallic ion species present in this electrolyte solution, when we applied potential difference in the, on this electrode with this potentiometer, so ionic species present positive ions. Listen, ionic species present in this solution will tend to migrate toward the mercury drop, and as soon as the ion reach this mercury drop, they form amalgam. So as you know, during amalgam formation, the molecule or that ion loses its charge and get reduced. So during that amalgam formation, when they lose charge, so this loose charge is detected by this potentiometer and recorded as a peak. for corresponding concentration of that particular ionic species. So this is the basic principle behind this technique. You got my point? Fine. So this is the instrument. That is schematic diagram. This is the actual picture. See, in the inset, this is the mercury drop connected with this capillary. Okay, this is reference electrode, platinum electrode, and this is auxiliary electrode, which is consists of calomel, silver chloride. This is a capillary tube, glass capillary tube, filled with mercury, and this is the mercury reservoir, and this is solenoid controlled tapping mechanism. By this tapping, we can remove used mercury drop from the surface, and again new drop will form from this reservoir mercury tube. So this is the working, or this is the arrangement of this instrument. See, electrolyte is a dilute solution of electroactive material, which is to be analyzed in a suitable medium containing excess of supporting electrolyte. So when we applied electromotive force across the electrode, so initially there is no current, but when during the diffusion current is produced, this half wave potential, and this half wave potential is specific for each and every charged species. Based on this, we can identify the which species present and in how much amount. So this technique is a simultaneously both it will do quantitative analysis or as well as qualitative analysis. This is the actual electrolytic cell, consists of these two electrodes. One is calomel electrode, one is platinum electrode, and another one is your mercury electrode. Okay, this is mercury electrode, hanging mercury drop electrode, HMDE. And the technique we utilize here, differential pulse anodic stripping voltammetry, DPASV. In this technique, we are using a mercury film instead of pure mercury. So actually, you know that mercury is very toxic towards the for biological world and environment. So we want to reduce the use of mercury. So that's why this latest technique, that differential pulse anodic stripping voltammetry, utilizing that only film of mercury. So by this we try to minimize the environmental hazard. There are two electrode utilized. One is reference electrode and another is your auxiliary electrode. Reference electrode establish a known and stable electrical potential as a benchmark for measuring the potential of the working electrode. Okay, so what is the function? It maintains a constant potential regardless of the current flowing through the system. A specific potential, or every time a potential will be maintained. And in contrast to this reference electrode, this auxiliary electrode provides a pathway for current to flow through the cell without significantly affecting the potential of the reference electrode. Function of this electrode: complete the electrical circuit and allow the redox reaction at the working electrode to occur. With the help of this electrode, we can start amalgam formation on the mercury electrode. So that's why these three electrodes are the important, play pivot role in this analysis part. So in first application is polarigraphic method can be used for analyzing a wide range of materials in metallurgy like copper, antimony, lead, iron, nickel, zinc, and so on. The list is very long. So by quantifying the metal ion present in the sample, we can grade the metal or ores or other materials. Some compounds are polarographic reducible or oxidizable. For example, ascorbic acid, riboflavin, and other drugs such as saccharin. So they are quantified with the help of this technique. And some body fluids, plastic, and explosive, they can be also analyzed and polarographic by this polarographic technique. This electroanalytical technique is so sensitive, we can detect a trace element up to ppb level in either food samples, body fluids, or even a drink water.